Welcome back, guys. Today, Konami dropped a new Showtime Blitz curler Messi just a few hours ago, and we are going to break down this card properly to see if he is worth spinning for. First, this Lionel Messi is a 106 CF deep, lying forward with Blitz curler and phenomenal pass, and the moment you see that combo, you already know the card is designed to mess with defenders in multiple ways at once. So the real question is, how dangerous is he actually in real matches, not just on paper? And it starts with attacking awareness 96, which immediately tells you he's not static or predictable. He constantly drifts between lines, finds pockets of space, and positions himself. Like he already knows where the attack is going before it develops, so even when you're not directly controlling him, he's still involved in the game and creating problems for the defense. Then you combine that with ball control, 95 tight possession, 92, dribbling 90, and balance 95. And this is where things get frustrating for opponents because Messi doesn't lose control under pressure. He absorbs contact, keeps the ball glued to his feet, and turns out of tight situations. Like, it's nothing that 95 balance is doing a lot of hidden work here because even when defenders make contact, he doesn't go down or lose rhythm. He just keeps moving. And that alone changes how people defend because they stop committing fully and start hesitating. And hesitation is exactly what this card feeds on now. Speed 87 might look average, but acceleration 95 changes everything, because over short distances he feels explosive. He doesn't need long runs, he needs one touch and half a yard, and in that moment he's already past you before you can adjust. And that's what makes him so dangerous in tight attacking zones, where space is limited. Now we get to the main headline finishing 98, curl 99, and blitz curler. And this is where the card becomes genuinely scary, because this isn't normal finesse shooting anymore. This is high-speed curved, finishing from awkward angles where most players would recycle possession. Messi instead turns those moments into instant danger because the ball doesn't just bend. It wraps around defenders at speed and dips into corners in ways keepers struggle to read. And the worst part is you don't even need perfect positioning. One touch outside the box can be enough, and suddenly it's a shot on goal. And that forces your opponent into panic defending because they can't just sit off him or he'll shoot, and they can't rush him or he'll turn. And that hesitation is what creates even more space for him and his teammates. Then kicking power 95 adds another layer because now he's not limited to curl shots. He can hit driven shots early, which means defenders can't just overcommit to blocking the curl angle because he has multiple finishing options at any moment. And that makes him unpredictable. And now phenomenal pass comes into play, and this is what turns him from just a scorer into a full attacking hub, because he can drop deeper, collect the ball under pressure turn, and instantly create chances through ball switches or quick combinations. So he's not just finishing attacks, he's building them. And because he's a deep lying forward, he naturally floats between midfield and attack, which makes him even harder to mark because you can't pin him to one zone if you step up. He drops if you sit off, he turns and shoots. And if you try to track him, you pull defenders out of shape and open space for everyone else. So what you actually get here is a player who controls tempo, creates chances, and finishes them all in one card, and yes, there are limits. Speed 87 means he's not your long ball sprinting outlet like Mbappe, and if you trap him physically and cut passing lanes, you can slow him down. But that's easier said than done, because in real matches, he rarely stays isolated long enough for that to work. So when you put everything together, you get a card that doesn't just score goals, but controls how defenses behave. He creates hesitation, he forces overthinking, and he punishes even small mistakes. So how good is he really? He's not just elite. He's a system-breaking attacker who turns every half space into a shooting chance and every defensive mistake into a goal. And once you learn how to use him properly, you realize you're not just playing Messi, you're basically playing the entire attacking system through him. And that's what makes this Blitz curler Messi one of the most dangerous cards in the game right now.